From the moment we met eyes, sparks flew, emotions ran high.
No, that's not true. What actually happened is we were in a meeting, we were in a group, and there was a contest where who has the most off-the-wall, interesting thing in their pocket.
I burst through the doors and there was just smoke and fog all behind me.
He did say, you know, I think we could win if I had your number in my pocket.
The song Heat of the Moment was playing in the background the entire time. And her hair was all, oh my God, it's Mark. Oh, he's so handsome.
I was just like, oh my gosh. So now I really was set on winning, so I gave him my number. Seriously. Because it was not a thought in my head that he was hitting on me.
She automatically just took the piece of paper from her partner sitting next to her. She's writing down all this information. Oh, this is where I live. I think you're so hot.
But then my friend next to me was like, you can't give him your number.
The rest of the week was just her drooling over me. I mean, she couldn't practically take her eyes off of me for the entire week. Her friend would essentially have to talk for her. Krista was just completely speechless this entire time. And that's how it happened. So as soon as we got back to Philly, I think the rest was history.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was. Actually, when we got back to Philly, we weren't even really dating. We were just friends for about a year or so. And then we were sitting in my apartment room one night. We pretty much just looked at each other and we're like, all right, I guess we're dating. I guess my favorite quality about you is that you actually laugh at my jokes. I can still get her to pee her pants. You're too funny.
I think you're hilarious. My family loves him. My father actually shook his hand and threatened his life if he hurt me. That was actually the first sentence.
So the night that I proposed to Krista, I actually had no intention of proposing to her that night. And you know, it was on a Wednesday night or a Tuesday night, I can't remember.
So it was a Sunday. We were living in Kentucky at the time and we had both worked. We were on our like 7th day in a row of working solid.
So I'm cooking her dinner and I'm trying to think of a slick way to maybe propose to her maybe next week or something like that. And I said to myself, ah, hell, let's go for it tonight.
I'm trying to be in the kitchen helping him. He keeps shooing me out for some reason.
And I'm like chasing her out. Get the hell out of the kitchen. What do you think? What do you think you're doing? You sit down at the table.
So he's like, be quiet. He's like, just get out of the kitchen. I'm making something extra special. You're going to love it. And like, I'm making it's a new recipe. I'm like, fine. So I'm sitting at the table being all cranky. And he's like, close your eyes. Like, he's like, oh my goodness.
And I don't know how, but she closed her eyes. And Krista will never close her eyes on command.
So I actually closed my eyes, and I don't usually, ever, because I don't like that game.
I'm down on one knee. And I said, oh, check out what I made you.
And he put a plate with this ring on it. On the plate. This is Grandma's ring, his grandma. And he's like, open it, and I opened, and there it was sitting. And I'm like, I just stared at it. I swear to God, I just stared at it. I'm like, and he was down on his knee, and he's like, will you be my wife? I'm like, oh my God. You know what, it's funny, the first thing I say about him when I'm telling people about him is he's probably one of the most awesome human beings I've ever met in my life. Seriously, you can't help but like the guy.
Oh man, Krista. Honestly, I don't think she can be summarized in one sentence or even... I'm trying to summarize it in one word, actually. Let's just say amazing. How about that?
He's just a beautiful human being and he has no idea. He has no idea.
I don't know where I would be if I had met her. That's for sure. She's a true friend. And however one defines true friend, I don't know, leave that up to them. But for me, it's your companion on a long journey.
we're friends.
Yeah.
We're best friends. So most of the time we're just, what's the word? I have no idea.
I don't know. Awesome.
So.